video, I'm going to be telling you guys 5 reasons why you should or should not get a Dodge Dart. I got this question very often, surprisingly, of people asking me, should I get a Dart? And also people just asking me, like, why did I choose a Dart? So here's a video for it. So today I'm supporting my Mopar gang, so I got on my Mopar sweatshirt. You already see what we got going on here. Shout out to my family friend that gave me this with the drip. I got 6 reasons actually. I got 6 reasons that you should and 6 reasons that you shouldn't. I can't really tell anyone to buy or not to buy a car, so this is just helping you guys out if it's a decision for you to try to make. So this is my 2013 Dodge Dart. This is the limited trim, so that's the top of the line trim. It comes with sunroof, it comes with heated seats, heated steering wheel, leather seats, all black interior. It comes with alloy wheels, obviously. They come chrome, you know, like pretty much all the bells and whistles that you would get in a nicer car. Also has the seat cup holders in the back seat that, you know, comes down. I don't know what you call that. And it has a little trap door to get to the trunk. One of the reasons that this car gets hated on a lot is because people want to say, like, oh, like, why didn't you just get a Charger? Because of the way the back looks, obviously. At night it's got the same lights. It does kind of look like a Charger, but it's just like the slower little sister. So let's get right on into it. One of the questions I get a lot is, why did I get one? And that goes back to the whole Charger thing. I got one because I wanted a Charger when I was 16, 17. And this is my first car. So Chargers with a 17-year-old insurance was not going to be the best. So the next step was a Dart. So we looked at a lot of different Darts. I think we were looking for a couple months, and finally I was actually on the way to go look at another one when my dad actually found this one, and we just went ahead and went and got it. It was about an hour away and came home with it that day. So yeah, it's definitely a blessing, and we obviously came a very long way. So you're not gonna really see any Darts that are gonna look like this, obviously, when you get them. So it does take quite a bit of creativity and work to get to this point. So that ties into my first point, and that would be the aftermarket support for this car. It's basically non-existent. So anytime you want to look for a lip kit or any type of aero for this car, you're pretty much gonna find nothing. For under the hood, you can find some things because it does have the same engine as the Fiat 500 Abarth, so you can find some aftermarket parts that are for the Abarth that you can use on the Dart, and that only goes for the turbo. So this is the 1.4 turbo model. So if you have the 2.0 Dart or the 2.4 Tiger Shark, it might be a little bit harder for you to find stuff like that, and that goes for tunes as well. The tune I have on this car is the Euro Compulsion tune. It's made for Alfa Romeo, Fiat 500, and a bunch of other, there's other European cars that they make the Euro Compulsion tune for, but they do make it for the Dodge Dart 1.4 turbo. Alright, so next I'm just going to go ahead and go straight through my line of the pros about this car, because I feel like it's just a great car overall. Like, it's never done me dirty. I've had issues with it, but that's with any car. If you really love your car, you're going to do whatever you can to make sure that it lasts you a while. So number 1 on my pros is that this is a car that is the perfect size. This would be like my personal opinion, honestly, because I just feel like it's the perfect size. The reason that this car is discontinued now is because it couldn't compete with the cars it was supposed to be competing with, because they made it too big. And obviously that goes for the Chargers and the Challengers too. Dodge just makes all their cars like really huge. So the Dart was supposed to compete with the Honda Civic, with like the Corolla, and it just happened to be too big. But personally, I think it's the perfect size. It's 4 doors. You have enough room. If you're a bigger guy, like I know bigger guys that drive Darts and have enough room in them. Obviously for me it's a perfect size. I'm 5'4", and I've never had a problem driving it. It's not like it's too big. There's a lot of trunk space as well, and then the hood, like the front end of this car, is perfect. It's not too long, and it's not too short. You'll kill yourself in a car accident. It's very reliable when it comes to like collision wise. So number 2 of my pros is going to be they come in different engine sizes, so you're not tied to a NA 2.0 or NA 2.4. You can also get the turbo 1.4. So the 1.4 liter, obviously it's very small displacement, but you get a good amount of horsepower. It's only, I think stock is like 30 horsepower less than the 2.0. I would say the 2.0 probably has the least amount of like flexibility, because the 2.4, I will say, has enough horsepower that you can compete with like your other models, and while also being like a compact car. And the 1.4, you get the turbo, so you get all the turbo noises. It's not a fast turbo, it's a gas saver, but it's still a turbo. So I mean, I guess that's all that really matters. Number 3 would be the trim levels. You have a million trim levels on this car. So I think it comes in, you got your SE, you got a SXT, you got your Aero, you got your Rally, the GT, and the Limited. So the Limited, honestly, I'm biased, but I feel like the Limited is the best one because you can get a turbo in Limited and have all the bells and whistles that come with it. Or you can also get the GT, which I think in the older models, like the 2016 GT, you got like the automated side view mirrors that like turn up when you park, like really fancy stuff, but you don't really need that. But I mean, at least you have the flexibility. If you wanted that one, you could go and get it. The SC is basically your base model. Then you got your SXT, and the reason I say the trim levels are like really flexible, like there's a wide variety of them, is like the Rally comes with like really cool interior where you have the colored stripes on the seats. So I will say like they did a good job with that. You can get this car in manual or automatic. Mine is automatic, but there is quite a few manuals. I think they actually made more manuals of this car than they did automatic. Number 5 on my pros is going to be that this car is very good on gas. So I can only speak for the 1.4s, the turbos. Obviously, because the turbo is a gas saver, it does do very good on gas. But I can't really say much for the other ones because I'm not sure how they run, but being that it's supposed to be an economy car for anyone to drive, obviously it's got to be good on gas. I can't really speak for this one because of everything that I've done to her. So she's not good on gas anymore at all, but as long as you don't straight pipe a 4-cylinder and put tunes on her and mess up your turbo and blow your turbo, then you're fine, man. Like just don't do what I did. It was fun because we're here for a good time, not a long time, but they are stock. They're very good on gas. And my last pro is gonna be that these are very easy to work on. Obviously, this being my first car, I've learned a lot on it and experienced a lot on it. I've done everything on this car. The only one thing that I have not done on this car would have to be my exhaust system. I have the MagnaFlow exhaust system, and I'll do another video on all the mods on this car, but I do have a MagnaFlow exhaust system, and that's a full catback. MagnaFlow exhaust system is the only thing that I did not do. I had them weld in just a pipe for the resonator, and it's a no muffler catback exhaust, so they just welded everything in for me, as well as my exhaust tips. They welded those on for me too. Easy to work on. You have a lot of space in the engine bay to do whatever you want to do. It's just a very like first level easy car to work on.
One thing I did forget to add on this part is if you do need to take this car to the dealer, that is when it gets a little bit harder, because this car does have Fiat parts, Chrysler parts, and Dodge parts. They are going to try to charge you an arm and a leg just to repair anything. It doesn't matter how small it is. I don't have any real dealer experience with this car because I do everything on it myself, but taking it for the turbo issue I had, that's what I ran into. So that's the only thing, is if you do need to take it to the dealer, be prepared to pay an arm and a leg because of all the parts it takes.
If you're into that and that's a factor for you in buying a first car, I would definitely say that this is definitely a good candidate. Now on to my cons. I'm gonna go through this kind of fast because I really feel like there's not many cons to this car. And obviously I'm biased, but I really do love this car, and there's a lot of options out there. But for a first car, I would say that this is a great option. I already told you guys that there's little to no aftermarket support for this car. So anything, like all my aero kits and all that stuff, is improvised and me just being creative and eBay. So yeah, so that's pretty much all I can say about that. But number two would be that this car is very slow. Like any, it doesn't matter if it's the 1.4, 2.0, 2.4, this car is just pretty slow. And that's really all I can say about it. It's just a small engine. It's not made to go fast. It's not very streamlined. It's a nice shape to me, but it's just not a fast car. That's just what it is. Number three would be that it is front wheel drive, so you're not gonna be able to do any type of donuts. You're not gonna be doing burnouts. You can do a burnout, but it's gonna be a front burnout. I'll insert a video of my friend doing a front burnout in this car. It is front wheel drive, so you're not gonna be able to do anything crazy like that. It's not made to do all that crazy stuff. You know, that it just limits the fun. Number four would be the taillights. So my car did not come with the racetrack taillights. It actually came the darts. I'm not sure if it's only 2013, but the 2013 darts don't come with that middle part that lights up. Like, they have it there, but it actually does not light up. It's just there to look like it does, which is very annoying. So that was actually the very first mod I did on this car, that racetrack light. You can get it used on eBay for about $100. If you go on the Mopar websites, I think they're like $500. So the one I bought had a little crack in it, but it hasn't leaked or anything, and I've had this car 3 years, so it hasn't caused me any issues. Number five is gonna be, it's discontinued. So you can't buy this car anymore. I mean, you can't buy this car new anymore. They discontinued it in 2016. I think I mentioned it earlier because it couldn't compete with the competitors because it's too big and a bunch of other reasons, but you can't get a new one anymore. But that doesn't mean you can't find one anymore. And my last con is gonna be that contrary to my last Pro, that this car is not easy to work on. So it is easy to work on. The engine bay is big and all that stuff, but when it comes to your suspension, that's not easy to work on. So it has independent suspension, so it's pretty much going to be like a Volkswagen. When I did the coilovers on this guy, not easy at all. You have to take off your subframe. You got to take out the lower control arm. I'm sure you can find some videos on YouTube, but the ones that I found at the time were not very informative. So yeah, that part, it is kind of hard to work on, but that really just goes for the front though. The rear coilovers are not hard to put on, but the front, that was pretty hard. Alright, so that concludes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end if you did, but that is pretty much all of my pros and cons for this car. I hope it helped you if you decide that maybe you do want to get this car. But once again, I can't make anyone get a car. It's really up to you. I'm just here to help you with my own experience. And so yeah, I do hope it helped you guys. But make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe for more of these videos. And make sure that you go ahead and follow my Instagram so you can get updates on my car. Her name is Dime, and she's just a beauty. Like, we just love her. She's a celebrity for real. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.